tool. I should have actually made two different boxes for this. This is important. But before we get started, and this one actually, oh, I don't even have a layer. Oh no. Okay, we'll just use the blob layer. It's fine. This actually could become a problem later on, but it's fine for now. All right, so here's what you need to know. If I come over here and I click the type tool or press the letter T to get it, if I come over here, you see how I have a little like dotted rectangle around my mouse? What that basically says is if I click, if I mouse down and drag, I don't know how well you can see that because it's set to red. Or yellow. Let me change that color. Hang on. I'll make it medium blue. There you go. So it makes what's called a text box. And if I type inside, inside the text box, all right, that just is all kinds of messed up what I just did there. Let me do that again. All right. So again, mouse down, drag, type inside the text box. You can see it just keeps typing. It's like I have a confining area. Now I can of course always go back and I can change the font type up here, and I will spend more time talking to you guys about this later. I can change the size. I can do anything I want basically. But here's what's important. If this is a distinction I need to make. Instead, if I just come over here and instead of mousing down and dragging, I just click. I did not make a text box, and you can see that no matter how much I type, it just keeps going until I press enter. And another important distinction is that when I type this one out, if I decide to shrink it down, it shrinks my font down. Whereas up here, if I decide to shrink this down, it shrinks the text box and it resizes or reformats how the font fits inside of it. So two very different ways of dealing with text in Illustrator. I want you to be aware of that. Now typing on a path is also really cool. If I grab, I'm going to make my line black, give it no fill, grab the pencil tool again, and I'm going to draw a really curvy line here. And then I'm going to come over to my text tool and I'm going to hover over. And you see how the square goes away, the dotted square goes away, and instead I get this like kind of curvy line. So if I click over here and I start typing from the left to the right, look at that. Now I think it does matter, by the way, like which direction you draw your path. So if I draw it this way, let's see what happens. I'm curious. If I start over here, yeah, see, like it starts from left to right and it actually makes it upside down. There are ways of changing those settings, but I want you to be aware that I always start, if you're going to draw something like this, if you want to read it from left to right, write it from left to right. Just FYI regarding that. So that's how you use those type tools. In the next video, I'll show you how to use the area type tool in warping your text.